father. He understands. All right, there was the Finish Line store incident at the mall. His mom, Ja's mom, gets into it with an employee by the name of, since he went public with his name, Gavon Busby. It's Givon. I hope I'm pronouncing it the right way. Gavon Busby. He's just some kid working at the Finish Line.
Right.
Gets into it. She doesn't like his service. You know how that happens, and you get a little irritated.
Right.
One thing leads to another, but she doesn't just call the manager. She calls her son.
Right.
This kid's giving me problems. I'll be there. I got you. Ja, within 15 minutes, shows up at the Finish Line at the mall with, according to Busby and the people who worked at the store, with 8 or 9 friends. I'm not talking about 2 or 3. This says 8 or 9. The kid has to lock himself in the storeroom, and Ja goes back in the back and is banging on the storeroom door saying, come out, I'm going to beat your you-know-what up. I'm going to beat your you-know-what. Okay, all right. This goes on for, the kid said, 30 or 40 minutes. And finally,
why would mom even call and put her son in that situation, knowing your son is an NBA All-Star, knowing your son, who your son is? Why would you even put him in that situation?
This is so outrageous. It's so over the top, over the line for what this kid said. So anyway, then Ja and his group go into the parking lot, and the head of mall security follows them into the parking lot, and they get into it, and he claims that somebody in the group, I could maybe guess which that somebody was, shoves him, pushed him in the face. And he felt so threatened because Ja said, according to the police report filed, that I'm gonna find out when you get off, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna finish this.
Right.
So he files a police report saying that Ja threatened him. Okay, this is insult to injury, and the group won't leave the premises. Okay, then we got we all remember this one. This was the alleged assault of the 17-year-old basketball player from Memphis. He went public, so his name is Joshua Holloway, because now he's suing Ja.
Right.
And Joshua Holloway alleges that both Ja and this friend in question, Devontae Pack, punched him repeatedly in the head over a backyard basketball game. And later, Holloway alleged to police that Ja flashed a gun on him that he had in his belt as he left the property, and then Ja said he was reacting in self-defense because the kid had threatened to come back and get him. Okay, here we go again, not a great look. Then we have the volleyball game incident in which his mom is watching his sister play basketball at a local, it's called Houston High School in Memphis, and somebody says something to the sister/daughter who's playing in the volleyball game, a student up in the I think it was a female student. And once again, mom calls Ja, and here he comes with his guys, and they're going to, so to speak, police this incident. There's a security guard who tries to stop them from going up into the stands to confront the teenage, the student, and one of them gets through. I could guess which one did get through, and got up into the stands and confronted and took the phone away from the student and smashed the phone. And there was a report filed, charges, no charges were pressed. But again, it's going from bad to worse. And finally, we've got the Indiana Pacers incident. So then Devontae Pack, the best friend,
who's been suspended from the arena for at least a year.
This was that night in question. Okay. So he's getting into it during the game with the Pacers because he's sitting in the front row. And it gets so bad that he walks onto the court to confront one of the Pacers, and security escorts him not only off the court, but completely out of the arena, and he is banned for the rest of this year.
Right.
So I don't know how, going forward, what that will mean, but that's all I know. And then you know what happened after the game. Ja allegedly is sitting in a car driven by Devontae Pack with some others in the car. And as the Pacers are leaving on the loading dock to get into their bus, there's a red laser dot that is flickering around on all of them, like on their heads. And it is assumed those are coming from guns inside the car, according to Pacers security. The NBA and